motion picture you're about to witness may startle you. It would not have been possible otherwise to sufficiently emphasize the frightful toll that the new menace has been wreaking on the youth of America in alarmingly increasing numbers. Cumulus lupulus is its name, also known as hops, an unspeakable scourge, the real public enemy number one.
What's up, guys?
Today we are brewing our doom metal inspired double IPA. We got all Mosaic in the boil and all CTZ in the dry hop.
Hops are used in a dangerous drink known as India Pale Ales, also abbreviated as IPAs. Its first effect is a violent assault on the senses. Uncontrollable aromas of citrus, pine, and even tropical fruit. Then comes a dangerous bitterness, the tongue numbs, and the enamel of the teeth is peeled away. Users of Humulus lupulus are known as hopheads, a most dangerous sort.
Wanted to use that hop pairing, the Mosaic and CTZ, from Yakima Valley.
When I imagine like a really dank IPA, I imagine it's sort of like a doom metal song or like a stoner metal song, just like this heavy, fuzzy, oppressive, guitar and bass. Well, in that way, translated into hops. I want this to be like this fuzz pedal of hops that hits you on the nose. You're like, oh man, this is dank.
IPAs can smell bad to me. They smell like a big fart to me.
Have you ever tried to film a brewing video when your neighbor just mows her lawn every time you sit down to talk?
I'll dare you, and don't talk. I'll dare you too. Stop it! Don't make sounds! I'll dare you!
The hophead will undergo a process known as a lupulin threshold shift, and here are the following symptoms. A once extraordinarily hoppy beer now tastes pedestrian. The hophead craves more bitterness in beer. The long-term exposure to extremely hoppy beers, if excessive or prolonged, a habitual dependence on hops will occur. And lastly, to a hophead, a double IPA is never enough.
look like a human on planet Earth, but I'm not. I'm an alien. So, yeah, just don't try me. Just don't try me.
The subjects in this film are based upon actual research into the results of hop addiction. If their stark reality will make you aware that something must be done about this hop menace, then this picture will not have failed in its purpose. Because the dreaded hops may be coming next for your son or daughter. Or yours. Or yours.
Scientists, if you're watching this video, do not try this, okay? So don't try that. No, don't try, okay? Just don't delete it.
Hops are just a gateway to satanic rituals. The addled subjects of this film have used the dreaded Norwegian Kvike yeast strain, and as such, they conducted the pagan ritual known as a Yarkauk, in which they scream at the yeast in order to ensure a good fermentation.
Should be really, we're expecting it to be a really, really dank beer. Should be really quick turnaround too. We're using that Kvike yeast strain. Probably gonna bottle 8 days from now. So that should be one of our quickest turnarounds we've done. But I think overall it should complement everything. The yeast should really impart some nice orange flavors. It should go really well with the dankness.
The hophead will invariably conduct the degenerate act of dry hopping, in which even more hops are added post-fermentation before packaging. Despite the lupulin shifts, despite the satanic rituals, the subjects of this film were no match for the old Achilles heel. Hubris. They thought they could get away with dry hopping 8 ounces of CTZ in such a short time frame without any consequences. But they were wrong.
Promise now how to pour a beer. I picked the single worst glass to pour this into.
we had some issues bottling this one a little bit. We didn't fully crash out all the fine particulate of the CTZ dry hop. So, like the big chunks came out, but there's a lot of fine stuff in there, which created in some of the early bottles just a lot of hop matter, nucleation sites that would create some gushers. The first bottles we did were the worst offenders of that. It took a hydrometer reading and it was the same as on bottling day, so what we're just getting is a lot of nucleation that causes CO2 breakout, but no additional fermentation, no hop creep to it, so that was good. I was afraid some of them were going to explode, but no problem there.
I have here this can of the vile substance that they call Swamp Thing American IPA. Ugh. Let's see what vile substance is contained within this very can.
Beautiful gold color. Looks like a sort of new school West Coast IPA. Just have like a hint of caramel in there.
Mosaic CTZ combination produced a very dank, resinous, pungent aroma and flavor, if you will.
I would say that the aroma on this is very loud.
Synonyms, Chad. How to not say.
It smells like it's a terpene beer, but it's all just CTZ.
We really wanted that that kind of herbal flavor in there.
So we tasted it before dry hopping when it was all just all Mosaic in the whirlpool. It was kind of very citrus, tropical, and then once we dumped this dry hop on there, it became very dank and herbal. And now it's become a nice kind of balance between the two of those. Before it was a little too much for my taste. Chad loved it, but I'm really enjoying this. And at least on this glass, like I'm perceiving the yeast flavors as more of that advertised sort of spicy orange. In early bottles, maybe it was just because of so much like the way the hops were, I was getting more of that sort of earthy, at times like mushroomy kvike taste that I've heard some people talk about, and I was like, no, we won't get that. But now I'm getting a lot more orange to it. So,
Nate, this is recording, isn't it? If I drank a big glass of Emperor and then maybe some jazz cabbage from Terrapin, and then ate some clementines. Yeah, that's the beer.
Oh,
Herbal, dank, resinous.
sticky, icky flavor to it.
It turned out really, really well though. This is exactly what we were looking for, minus the slight issue with the the nucleation sides from the hops. So.
What is this?
outside of the slightly calamitous bottling situation we had with the hop buildup in the neck, this beer did turn out really, really well.
Because like we've had a little hop matter get through before, but never in this way. Because we did do a really quick turnaround on this, which we shouldn't have done. We should have given gravity some more time to work its magic on the hops, and probably a little bit more chill on the cold crash. Because we had no problem with 8 ounces of Citra, but that was over a week time. This was 8 ounces of CTZ with only 4 or 5 days, and it could have used a little bit more. But you live and learn, I guess. I mean, this one was supposed to be like some doom metal. It was supposed to be heavy, oppressive. Oh, that's my one complaint. I don't think it's oppressive enough. Like, I want even more. I want to go do some CTZ paired with some Simcoe and dry hop, and hope that you get like sort of the pininess of the Simcoe. Don't get like all the tropical fruit flavors. Maybe with a little bit more bitterness. Just be like it's an Electric Wizard song where you're like, oh my god, I'm just gonna die from how heavy this is. That's what I want. You know, you're more into that desert rock, stoner metal kind of thing, where I'll go full doom. I want my speakers to rattle, and I want to feel oppressed. And be like, oh my god, there's no happiness in the world.
There's not.
So now you might understand the origin of my Instagram username, Hop Headbanger. It's like Hophead and Headbanger. I combined them together. I'm really clever. So follow me on Instagram so you don't have to wait 2 months to see what we're actually brewing. Because it takes a while to make these videos.
So, like and subscribe, I guess. Click on the old notification bell, leave comments, all that stuff.
I'll probably edit that out again.
You always edit that out.
It's because it ruins my video.
I don't think shameless pandering ruins anything.
Shameless pandering.
Yakima
ruins
Valley, great job, guys. Saying,
yeah. What we need is even more hops.
please and thank you.
If you like any of the music, check out the bands linked down below.